So I'm the bearded one, back at you again with a new video. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the 4 tips to get your offer accepted as a VA buyer. So if you don't know, the VA loan is probably one of the most beneficial and competitive loans that is out on the market right now. So I'm going to give you 4 tips to help you get your offer accepted once you're ready to make that move to your new home. All right, so before we get into today's video, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Maurice Murphy. I'm a licensed Florida realtor located here in Northeast Florida, which is essentially Jacksonville. All right, so on this channel, I'll give tips and tricks, information, and insight to buyers and sellers. Next thing I talk about is things going on in the market and anything going on in and around Jacksonville. And last but not least, I talk about beards. When I'm talking about those beards, I talk about beard grooming, beard trimming, how to manage and take care of your beard. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, click that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and click the notification bell so you know exactly when I'm dropping my next video. All right. So let's talk about the 4 things you need to know to get your offer accepted as a VA buyer. And let's be honest, this rule will apply to conventional and also FHA. So I'm gonna give you these 4 tips to help you get your offer accepted. Number 1, always be ready. Now, what I mean by that? Meaning that always have your pre-approval letter done, right? So you can't even go look at houses without having a pre-approval letter. So because it's a waste of your time and it's a waste of my time as your agent. Because if we see something you really, really like and you can't make an offer, then we've wasted all the time by looking at properties that we can't even make offers on. So that's the number 1 thing. Get your pre-approval letter so that you're ready, willing, and able to buy that house once you see it on the showing, okay? Get that pre-approval letter. The second thing is get you a VA experienced agent. Now, let's talk a little bit more about this. So when I mean VA experienced agent, I mean someone that's not just a military relocation professional. I'm talking about somebody who's been where you are, who's understanding of a PCS move, who knows what you're going through, who has actually stood in your shoes as a veteran as well. So that will be very beneficial because you all speak the same lingo, all know certain acronyms like a PCS or like a TDY or TAD. So you speak the same language. So you want to get somebody who's been there, done that, and can actually guide you through the process. The military relocation professional is cool, but it's a big difference when you have somebody who's actually been in your shoes and has transferred every 3-4 years. So get you a veteran realtor that can help you with your move, okay? So it's a number 2 thing because they'll more than likely understand what you're going through and they can easily relate that to any potential deal that you're working. Third thing is to get your offer accepted is research the comps. Now, if you're working with that veteran realtor, they will and should give you information on what's going on in and around the neighborhood and what others are paying for their home. Now, the caveat to that is be understanding of what's going on in the market, but also understand how long that house has been on the market, because we understand as realtors, as the buyers understand, days on market is your leverage, whether you're buying or selling. But in this case, we're talking about buying. So that's your leverage. The longer the home's still on the market, the more possibilities are to get a better deal. So keep that in mind, all right? Days on market is your leverage. The longer on the market, the better deal you could possibly get. Research those comps and look at how many days it took to sell those properties, okay? The last thing I'll talk about is having those flexible terms. And when I talk about flexible terms, if you have a VA experienced agent, they should be asking the listing agent, who's the seller's agent, what terms will be beneficial for the seller and you as the buyer having to kind of have compromise on what their terms are or what they need and then compare it to what would work best for you and your family. So those are quickly 4 things. Those terms, let me touch on this one more time. The terms really can make or break a deal. So when you look at those terms, make sure they coincide with what you can work with and find some common ground between yourself and the seller. All right. So that's all I have for today. Let's go really quick one more time. 1, have that pre-approval letter so you're ready to go. Get you a realtor that's a veteran who's been there, done that, has been in your shoes. Third thing is research those comps and make sure you check those days on market. That's a great way to leverage and get a great deal on a property that's been on the market for a long time. And last but not least, make sure you check the terms of the agreement and making sure that you have a conversation between you and your agent and them having a conversation with the listing agent to find out what are the best terms and what you can and are willing to do within those terms of the seller. All right. So those are 4 things to get your offer accepted, and those can be used for any type of loan. So just keep that in mind when you're looking to buy a house. So I am the bearded one. That's all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next video.